Training and modern method of performance appraisal. Performance appraisal plays a vital role in an organization human resource framework. Performance appraisal is an important tool in the hands of personal management because this technique accomplishes the main objective of organization to the development by people by appraising the worth of individual. There are numerous methods to measure employees' performance appraisal, but some of these methods are not suitable in some cases. Traditional methods of performance appraisal. Reading scales method. The method is very popular to assess the performance of the employees of any organization. Performance, dedication, honesty, attitude, performance, regularity, accountability and sincerity, etc. The employees are rated scale from 1 to 10. 1 indicates negative feedback and 10 indicates positive, indicates as shown below. Attitude is very attitude towards customer. 1 very poor. 10 outstanding. Sincerity towards the job. 1 very poor. 10 outstanding. Employee may be assessed by superiors, colleagues, subordinates or sometimes by his customers. Appraiser will wrote here for that assessing of employees depends on the nature of company or job. Appraiser will give rating on the scale provided. Employee who scored more points will be treated as top performers. Following descending scored employees will be treated as low performer, and least scored employee will be treated as non-performers. Essay appraisal method. The method is also known as free-form method. It is non-quantitative and open-ended technique and provides a good idea of information about the employee and also reveals more about a evaluator. Easy appraisal method involves the superiors of employees. Attitudes and perception. Planning, organizing and controlling ability in a general. Relation with co-workers and superiors. Ranking method. In this method, manager compares an employee to other similar employees rather than to standard measurement. Employees are ranked from the best to poorest on the basis of overall performance. Rank can also be used for developmental purposes by letting employees know where they stand in comparison to peers. They can be motivated to improve performance. Ranking method. Paired comparison method. A better technique of comparison than the state ranking method. This method compares each employee with all other in the group one at a time. Paired comparison method. It is a method of comparing employee and job with another one on the basis of skill sets, time required to execute tasks, knowledge, etc. In case there are 5 employees A to E, A will be compared individually to B to C and similar to the remaining employees. If A is better than A, A plus will be marked against his name, and if he is not as good as C, A negative will be marked. The total number of decisions in the case will be 10. The number of decisions can be calculated with the formula n into n minus 1 by 2, where n represents the total number of employees being evaluated. In diagram below, employee C has the most post plus and hence will receive more incentives. It is a reliable method and provides reasoning behind decision making. Performance appraisal. Employees rated compared with A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. Plus, minus, minus, plus. Minus, 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 plus. Plus, 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 minus, plus, plus, minus, like that. Here for example, jobs related A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E compared with 0 in job evaluation. This is performance appraisal, this is job evaluation. This is 0, 1, 1, 0, this is 2. 100. This is 11002. Critical incidents method. The technique was formally codified by the works of Fitts and Jones in 1947 for classifying pilot error experiences needing and interpreting aircraft instruments. Fitts and Jones used the term errors rather than critical incidents. As opposed to Fitts and Jones' way of collecting data gathering during task performance is now considered a definition criteria for critical incident methods. The work of John Flanagan in 1954 became the landmark critical incident technique. After his title in title, the critical incident technique appeared in the Psychological Bulletin. Flanagan 1954 defined the critical incident technique as a set of procedures designed to describe human behavior by collecting descriptive description of events having special significance and meeting systematically defined criteria. At the end of rating period, these record critical incidents are used in evaluation of workers' performance. Sample critical incident appraisal. Note here sample critical incident appraisal. Incident #1. Greeted the customer shortly after entering the store and was very friendly. Factory yes or no? Yes. Why factory or in factory? Allowed a connection to be made with the customer shortly after entering the store and let the customer know he was important. Category incident #2. Description. Took a self-service approach and let the customer alone as she shopped. Factory yes or no? No. Why factory or in factory? No opportunity to assess customers' needs and little to no opportunity to suggest additional items or share information with the customer. Category incident #3. Decision. Completed paperwork successfully but didn't summarize the scale. Factory yes or no? Yes and no. Why factory or in factory? The end result was unsuccessful transaction but not summarizing the sale created an opportunity for a mistake to note to be uncovered. Category incident 4. Gave customer thorough and accurate information and responded well to customers' questions. Factory yes or no? Yes. Why factory or in factory? Came across as an expert with regards to the issue being discussed, gave the customer confidence that he was making the correct purchase. Source What's A. It provides an objective basis for appraisal of an employee and avoids recency bias as most recent incidents get too much emphasis. This is for critical incidents method. Confidential report system. Confidential report system is mostly being used by the government organization for providing or transferring of an employee. Knowledge and quality of work. Confidential report system. Character and conduct of an employee. Absenteeism of an employee. Punctuality of an employee. Superior can also add remarks if any. This report will be confidential and will not be revealed to anyone. Finally, confidential reports will be forwarded to the concerned officials for taking decision. Checklist method. A checklist represents in its simplest form a set of objectives or description statements about the employee and his behavior. A more recent variation of the checklist method is the weighted list. Under this, the value of each question may be weighed equally or certain questions may be weighted more heavily than others. Appraisal bias or human errors may be reduced in this method. It requires proper planning. Checklist method. First, is regular on the job? Yes, no. Does maintain discipline well? Yes, no. Show consistent behavior to all colleagues? Yes, no. Is interested in their job? Yes, no. Keeps making mistakes? Yes or no. Show favoritism towards particular colleagues? Yes or no. Graphic rating scale. In 1922, Patterson, working with the employees of the Scott Company, developed a graphic scale to provide reliability, consistency, overtime usefulness, and practicality. Under this approach, the employees are evaluated on the basis of various job performance criteria like attitude, knowledge of work, managerial skills, teamwork, honesty, regularity, accountability, interpersonal relationships, creativity, and discipline, etc. Each criterion is categorically divided into poor, fairly good, good, and excellent. The rater takes the category that best describes the employer, and finally score is totaled. The method is very popular because it's simple and does not require any writing ability. Graphic rating scale method is easy to understand and use. Factors: discipline, teamwork, honesty. Excellent 5, good 4, average 3, fair 2, poor 1. Poor 1. Forced distribution method. Employees or raters are found to have a tendency to rate their employees near average or above average performing categories. In around late 90s, Diffin introduced a new method of performance appraisal called forced distribution in an attempt to eliminate the flaws of the raters. The system requires the managers to evaluate each individual and rank them typically into categories. The categories can be poor, average, good, and excellent, or percentage based like 10% poor, 40% fairly good, 40% good, and 10% excellent. Forced ranking is a method of performance appraisal to rank employee, but in order to forced distribution. For example, distribution requires with 10 or 20% in the top category, 70 or 80% in the middle, and 10% in the bottom. The top ranked employees are considered high potential employees. Forced distribution method. Number of employees: the poor, below average, average, good, excellent. 10% poor, 20% below average, 40% average, 20% good, 10% excellent. This is forced distribution curve. This method creates false competition between employees. All the employees might not fit neatly into a category, leading to their placement in such a category and does not reflect their true image. Forced choice method. The forced distribution method of performance evaluation derives its name from the fact that these responsible for providing evaluation, the raters, are forced to distribute ratings for the individuals being evaluated into a specified performance distribution. Examples: organized workers, organized worker, unorganized worker, unorganized worker. Whole negative attitude, remain positive every time. C. Patient in crucial situation. Impatient in crucial situation. It is called forced choice because appraiser is forced to select from ready-made statements which are ready-made. Modern methods of performance appraisal. There are important over traditional methods. Modern methods are an attempt to remove defects from the old methods. The modern methods of judging the performance of employees are discussed below. Assessment centers. An assessment center is a central location where the managers may come together to participate in job-related exercises who are then evaluated by trained observers. Certain determines the training and development needs to be of the employees and measures the potential of the employees for different positions of the organization. It evaluates and judges the competencies such as communication, interpersonal skills, mental alertness, intellectual capability, planning and organizing capabilities, motivation, career orientation, and self-confidence of the participants. Behaviorally enhanced rating scales. There is a relatively new method which is designed to identify the critical areas of the jobs. It combines Graphic rating and critical incidents method. Bars were introduced by Smith and Kendall in 1963. Bars may consist of a set of 5 to 10 vertical scales. Each scale represents a major performance dimension of the job, and it is usually anchored by 5 or more critical incidents that reflect high effective to highly ineffective observable job behaviors relevant to the job dimension under consideration. A final version of bar should be jargon-free instrument that is closely related to the requirements of a given job. Examples: Lloyd K. Dot. In a hypothetical position of human resource coordinator, one of the job holder responsibilities is to complete status change notices which update the personal system regarding changes in the employee pay, position, title, supervisor, and personal data. 5. Assessment performance. Accurately completes and submits all status changing notices within the an hour of request. 4. Excellent performance. Verifies all status changes notice regarding with requesting manager before submitting. 3. Full competent performance. Complete status change notice phones by end of the workday. 2. Marginal performance. Argues when asked to complete a status change notice. 1. Unsatisfactory performance. Say status change notice phones have been submitted when they haven't.